Hello everyone, and welcome back to Naysmith Gaming. I'm the Naysmith, here to give you a game to enjoy, and some questions to think about. For Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, my questions are going to revolve around humanity, monstrosity, and how you can retain your morality in a corrupt society. Full questions are in the description. I only ask that you think about them after the game is over. And for now, welcome back everyone. We were about to head to the medical clinic to take care of a werewolf flood issue. There's also the drug trip quest, except for the minor detail that my lockpicking is only 2. As I recall, it is this way. Or possibly not. Let's make sure they're both unlocked.
Dr. Business, dial the operator. Dr. Business, dial the operator.
Controlled substances. As I recall, the guard goes around this way. Prescriptions is where I'll find. In order to keep my...
Freeze!
Well, this location is no longer... Actually, wait a minute. I want to get 3 more... I want to get 3 experience total. I really wish I hadn't messed up stealth that one time. Part of me wishes I was playing Adventure so I could just dominate him. Or Tremere, except that would make the game too easy. Delete. I'm about to collect my payment, and now I can raise my security to 3. Which means I am now able to take care of the Trip's quest. Gotta admit, I'm tempted to take the humanity loss, but
You can't hide from me. Freeze!
okay. This will be some... That'll be some good money for me.
Someone there?
Mr. Business, dial the operator. Dr. Business, dial the operator.
I believe the vampire word for this is farmer. Right, let's head to Trick.
No.
Okay, that's not Knox. Okay.
Thanks for coming back. What you need? Really? Well, let me see what you got. Nice pants, dude.
And I just got a upgrade to my finance score, because that's the game's way of simulating me getting a discount. Oh, the new patch doesn't let me sell it in the first place. Or it's worth 0. Okay. $554. All stuff I don't care about. I'm gonna go to the asylum. One experience. And there's my finance dot.
Something else you need, Chief? They cut me a check every 2 weeks. End of discussion. Knox? Yeah, he's usually around here somewhere. Just look for a guy that doesn't look like he has any business being here. That's Knox.
I'm with somebody.
Oh, here he is.
Hey, man! Yeah, not much. I'm just waiting around for my master. Okay. I guess I can tell you about him. Oh, man! His name's Bertram Tongue. He's a Nosferatu. Oh, man! I wish I knew where he was. I'm getting antsy waiting around for him. I need to tell him some stuff, you know? I don't know where he is, or stays, or anything. Oh, man, whenever he needs me, he just, you know, appears! It's crazy! He just appears out of, like, thin air. The first time he appeared, bam! like to give me a goddamn heart attack. Oh, man. Especially how he looks. Blah. You know what I mean?
That would be the obfuscate discipline.
Bertram says he's needed someone to do some things. Oh, man, he'd been watching me work as a bounty hunter for a while, and bam, he picked me. Oh, man, it's so cool. It's like a job promotion, only I get to, like, live forever and stuff. Oh, man. Wow, Bertram had me keeping an eye on this guy. This Asian dude who's been poking around Santa Monica. Bertram thought he might be a vampire or something like a vampire. I don't know. Oh, man, this guy, this thing got wise to me. Now, instead of me watching him, he's watching me, you know? I see this guy appear around me all the time, like off in the distance watching me. He'll warp up next to me. Oh, man, then disappear. Oh, what are you saying? What? How did you know? Look. Oh, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, why should I tell you anything, huh? I mean, you're not being straight with me. Okay. Damn it, Knox. Damn. Oh, man. All right, look. I messed up, okay? I'm just doing what I was told, though. Bertram knew you were coming. Knew you'd come by here. He planted me and told me what to say about the Asian vamp, but it's true. I swear. And everything else is true, too. This Asian guy needs to be taken out. I can't do it, so Bertram needs you to. Hell yeah! Right on! Okay, like I said, he's some kind of Asian vampire thing, you know? The only clue I got is this driver's license that he dropped once while I was tailing him. I've been so freaked out that I haven't even had a chance to check it out. No, the picture on the license isn't him. I don't know why he had it, but, well, it might help you find out where he is and what he's doing. Here, take it. Right on! Just come back and let me know the job's done so I can stop freaking out. Oh, man. Maybe I'll see Bertram by then.
Virgil Crumb, okay. Let's see if Kilpatrick has anything on him.
Every second takes us closer to the time of judgment! Time of judgment gets closer every...
Hello, L.A. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've slipped into something comfortable. I know I have. If you're new to town or just new to this whole radio thing, you're listening to The Deb of Night. The only girl who will spend the night with you and leave first thing in the morning, guaranteed. Well, looks like the boards are lighting up. Aren't I the popular one? Let's see.
Medical Clinic Morgue.
Who will be the lucky caller? You've got the first shot at Deb tonight.
Must have been stolen from someone he killed.
These streets walk lead to the spinal column of the freak.
It's the medical section. Or the morgue. So I'm heading 2/3 the way across the city. No, there's nothing there. Oh, what's this? Ah, the morgue, okay. See what's in here. With Blood Bluff, it's impossible for me to fail, even with the base character. Okay, ring. Foxy Box's key, okay. Okay, nope. I think that was the one I was... Oh. Okay. Beaten to death with a baseball bat. Heart failure. Only 1 pint of blood. That was definitely a vampire. A Bobo might have been me, actually. If that was one of the those guys at for the Astrolite. Or possibly this one.
Dr. Sod, dial the operator, please. Dr. Sod, dial the operator.
A little bit grave humor here. Oh, I could have come in through this way. Unless this is exit only? That's weird. Okay. Foxy boxes, right. That is on... I think it's on this side of the street. Yes, there it is. There it is. Ah, those cadavers were from 5 days ago. I'd just like to note that for their plans to take over the city, this section of America is populated primarily by the rabble, as in the weakest vampires. With a few exceptions, like Smiling Jack or Strauss. I'm going to save for this fight. Because unlike other times I've done this fight, I do not have that good of melee stats. Oh, that hurt.
place. Hey!
Where's he going?
Hey!
Oh. That was a brutal fight. Now I actually have a melee weapon that might be worth investing in melee for. Count requirement 5. Okay, that was a brutal boss battle. And frankly, far more brutal ones are yet to come. I have 5 experience. Persuasion is based on scholarship, research. Charisma. Yeah, I'll invest a point in that. Question is, how am I going to recover this blood? Okay, it's time for me to report into... First to Knox. Some days the AI...
Dude, you do that thing yet?
Sometimes the AI are...
Right on, man! Yes! Hey, I'm sorry again for what happened before. I still haven't heard anything from Bertram, but, I'll let him know about how good you did and about how you were cool about everything, and yeah, oh man.
The AI stopping like that is problematic at times, as we just saw.
Bertram said it's like a vampire, but different, It's like what they have in China instead of vampires. He said lots of them have been coming to California for some reason, I don't know.
Next up, I want to speak with Therese and Jeanette.
You. What were you thinking? The museum. That was my event! Did you think I wouldn't find out? Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Jeanette's influence like all the others, but how dare you! Jeanette claimed you did it for her, but let's say I believe you. After all, you've acted decently and rationally up to now. I imagine you'd still like me to call off the feud. Excellent. I'll take that. However, there's only one problem. If Tongue gets word that I threatened Jeanette, which he most certainly already has, it's not likely he'll believe me. So, in order to call off the feud, you're going to have to convince Jeanette to forgive me first. I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones. For all her unwholesome diversions and irritating disruptions, I should be less tolerant of her. She is my sister, however, and I suppose I'm obligated to forgive her her trespasses. I did sire her, after all. Please, be quick about it.
Currently have 5 experience. Where is everyone? And where's the usual waiter? The waitress? Oh, do I get a shotgun from looting these guys? So it takes 3 shots to kill them. No shotgun?
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her design, so she sent those men to kill you. But I'm going to make sure it never happens again. Drop by. We'll take care of this tongue business. She's crazy! Help!
Ah, there's the shotgun. Seven experience. Let's boost scholarship a bit.
You. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am. You seemed promising, but you've been tainted by the stink of my sister's schemes. And now I'm going to make sure she never double-crosses me again.
Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear.
Shut up, Jeanette! I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. I wasn't sticking my fingers in anyone's pie, dear sister. Of course you weren't. Just like you weren't working with him. Is it any different than the way you treated Father? Father? Oh, Therese. You poor deluded dear. I treated Father exactly the way he deserved to be treated. And he treated you like a... You don't say a word about Father. Your heart still belongs to Daddy after all these years, eh, sister? At least he loved me. You take that back, you bitch! You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
That is a wham shot. This was a good way to reveal their madness.
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say Daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead. Don't you want to hear what happened? How she became the pillar of the community she is today? Shut up. Just shut up! Don't try and stop me. I've had to overlook her treachery, her seduction, relations with my enemies, and the consequences of it. But I won't endure her any longer. Endure me? Dear sister, you've done everything you could to smother me. You love to bury me in your closet, along with all your other skeletons. I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me, when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down. Blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten. She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you. I don't think that's possible. How could I ever think to trust her again? Trust me? Who could trust you after what happened with Father Dearest? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him. Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face. Why? How will this time be any different? I'd be better off without her. Have you been paying attention? Oh, yes, Therese. Without me, you'd be free to remake this city in your own image. It'd be the first beachfront morgue. What? Her body was cold before she died. What an awful thought. Do you know the things she does with her body? How vile! Therese doesn't like to share. Jeanette's irresponsible. She's undependable. A venture like mine requires class and distinction, which is something a pigtailed, face-painting harlot does not lend very well. You do have a way with words, sister. You're right. I'm not in the same class, am I? I mean, murderers are so respectful these days. More responsibility. So that she can ruin every opportunity I give her? Of course. You're the only one who can secure zoning permits and shake hands. I'd never be able to keep up.
But I only do it for attention and out of love.
You do it because you're vindictive and jealous, and you deserve it.
If she would stop treating me like a child.
If she would start behaving like a rational adult.
Yes, there was a time.
When I was a child, I didn't have many friends. I suppose Jeanette was the only one. We never did get to go out of the house much. Father wouldn't allow us.
He said we'd get hurt, so we stayed inside and we imagined our own worlds. And we spent so much time there together, ruling over those places. Those were
happier times, before we grew apart.
I never did.
No, I guess I don't. Jeanette, if I were to offer you equal control in Santa Monica, would you quit consorting with Tongue?
I'll stop working against you with him. But since I've got him in my pocket already, there's no reason for me not to pay him a little visit once in a while, when he can be of use.
That's not a bad plan. There's just one more thing. I want to be in charge of Santa Monica, but only publicly. I want you to continue to convince others that our relations are strained. That way.
We know who our enemies are. I agree.
Take it. I'd hate to look at it again and think of what almost transpired. I suppose now that Jeanette and I have settled our differences, I'll call off the feud with Tongue.
Bertram's hiding in an empty oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him to expect a visitor, and I'll ask him to be extra nice.
Please give Santa Monica's regards to the prince.
And keep your tongue-tied about what happened tonight, or we'll have to kill you.
Well, that just happened. I'm up to 7 experience already, again. Okay, Carson. Cost 9, cost 8. Can't do either. I think I'll come back to replanting Lily and to Bounty for the Hunter.
Look who finally made it. Thought you'd never find me, huh? I've gotten good at knowing when I'm wanted. The one and only. But don't bother with the introductions, fledgling. I know who you are. News travels down the kindred grapevine like wildfire. And that courtroom spat between LaCroix and Nines Rodriguez is a juicy little morsel. And you in the middle. How interesting. Oh, you did you? Well, I wasn't worried. So why did you need to find me? What did you need? Oh, never mind. The warehouse, though. I've been watching the place. The Sabbat has a bunch of low-life humans working day and night to move stuff through there. There's some major staging going on. As far as I can tell, the humans seem to know the score from the way they've been talking. I think most of them have aspirations of joining the next graduating class of shovelheads. Ugh, losers. Yeah, the Sabbat like everyone to know just who they're dealing with. So if you get in there and have to bust a few heads, don't feel bad. Think of it as upholding the Masquerade. Yes, I can. Just tell me when you're ready, and we'll leave. Once you're there, however, you're on your own. You'll have to get into the place and plant the explosives in the middle office to take the whole structure down. Alright, I guess. Come back when you're ready to go. But don't be too long, fledgling. This isn't really something we planned around your schedule.
However, first, it has come to my attention that I can now raise my charisma, which should be enough
closer every
for the next quest. Bounty for the hunter. He's going to the tattoo parlor.
Sorry.
Hello? Might I speak with Mr. McGee?
Why is he asking that?
Well, I'm not sure. I had an appointment with him a few days ago, but he never seemed to show up. Do you know when he'll return? You are? Isn't that a coincidence? Why are you looking for him? Oh, I see. I'd be delighted to. Why don't you come down to my office and we'll talk about it? I'm at the end of Main Street, small basement studio. The sign says Gimbel's Prosthetics. Just ring the buzzer and I'll let you in.
So, why was he on the line so readily like that? Why was he calling? Must have missed the ring tone. As in, I must have missed it somehow. How did he know so readily? Why was he asking about Mr. McGee? This smells fishy.
Yes, may I help you? Oh, right. I'll buzz you in.
Hello! Welcome to Gimbel's Prosthetics and Medical Supplies. You're here about the missing Mr. McGee, am I right? Oh, yes, forgive me. My name is Gimbel. Stanley Gimbel. But, oh, dear, let us dispense with formalities. You can call me Stan. Me? Oh, I'm just trying to make things a little easier for those who find themselves disadvantaged. Giving a helping hand, you might say. A leg up. Bloody clever, that one. Hmm? Oh, you mean the arm. Yes, that's an interesting story, if you've got the time for one. Well, you might say I have a certain love affair with the human anatomy. An obsession, really. Prosthetics seemed a natural occupation in which to, focus my enthusiasm, as it were. Well, I came to realize that I would never truly reach mastery in prosthetics without knowing what it was like to have to use one. And so I decided, quite out of the blue actually, to cut off my own arm. My work, as you can well imagine, has quite improved since then. Oh, that's wonderful! Don't mention it. Just wait here a moment, and I'll be right along.
Yeah, focus us his enthusiasm. Yeah. These rooms. I was very much doing the world a favor by sending him there. By sending him to Vandal.
Huh? Oh, hey, help! You gotta get me out of here, man. This guy's a freaking nut job. Who, Gimbal? Yeah, Gimbal. That guy's been taking pieces off of me and McGee over here for the last 3 days. He's crazy, man. Freaking crazy. Thanks, man. You're a lifesaver. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it. I'm telling you, I've been on some weird cases, but this one takes the cake. Yeah, that's me. How did you know? He did? Oh, man, that's solid. I owe that guy big. I hope I can figure out a way to get him back for this. What? Oh, no, man. No, not for me anymore. Look at my hand. Gimbal took my trigger finger for a trophy. I'm all through with this business. I hate to leave Arthur in a lurch, but that's just the way it is. Thanks again. Don't worry, I'll take care of old Stumpy here.
Okay. Let's raid the fridge real quick. Yes, blood pack. Let's go speak with Kilpatrick. The glitched textures are now gone, or fixed.
The bones of your ancestors will rise up and reclaim the flesh that they left their sorry family.
That is actually surprisingly accurate, what the Doomsayer is saying. At least according to the original lore. Before they decide to say that whoops is a fake apocalypse.
What's shaking? What? Ain't coming back? What do you mean he ain't coming back? Man, that's a tough one. Bounty hunter ain't no good without his trigger finger. Well, hell, that really leaves me in hot water, boy. Gonna cost old Arthur real good. I got this guy with a sheet a mile long, put in on 3 warrants. His girlfriend put up for the bond, and now he missed the court date. I can't get in touch with either of them. Want a job? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Here you are. Well, it won't be much of a job since you ain't licensed and all, but until I can get me another bounty hunter, I need you to find out if this guy skipped town or what. Yeah, no body attachment or nothing. Just find out if he's here or where he went. I'll pay you. Deal? Great, all right. The guy's name is Mike Durbin. Goes by the name Muddy. His girlfriend put up for his bond. She lives over there above Tripp's pawn shop. Her name is Marion Murrieta, but I haven't been able to get in touch with her. Well, he was brought up on manslaughter charges years back, but he got acquitted. Since then, he's been in and out for this and that, small-time stuff mostly. That's right, Marianne Murrieta, in them crappy places above the pawn shop. Find out where the hell Muddy is, where is he going, whatever. But be careful, you're not licensed, and if anything bad goes down, I don't know you hear me? All right, come back when you got some info. Thanks in advance.
We are living in the last days of the last days of mankind!
Gonna make a quick stop at the clinic first, in order to say hi to Vandal. And so it was that a serial killer met the ultimate predator.
The blood god returns.
With my 4 experience, I think I'm going to raise my dexterity for increased lockpicking and sneaking, because this game rewards stealth and social skills much more than it rewards raw physical power. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check the shotgun, see. I don't have enough ammo. On the way out, I'm gonna purchase some rounds from Trip. Actually, no, shotgun. The shotgun's powerful, so I think. So yes, I will actually. Appears unused. Now my stealth is... I have 3 sneaking. That's actually sort of decent. Just a reminder that I'm deliberately avoiding the... Actually, this patch prevents me from using that glitch anyway.
Hey, Mayor, it's Mike. Look, I gotta head downtown for a few days, maybe longer. If Reno calls, tell him to meet me down there. We got something to discuss, apparently. I'll be at Milton's place in the Skyline Lofts 2A. Sorry,
Milton?
baby.
I remember that name.
Everything later.
That name Milton is what that one guy at the diner was saying when he was on the phone. I'm going to report into to Kilpatrick real quick. I'm gonna get a few spare rounds for my gun, for my shotgun, and for my pistol too, since I'm low on ammo for both.
Thanks for coming back. What you need? All right, here's what we got today.
He does not have shotgun rounds for me. At least I can load up my pistol.
The sewers are all muddy with 1,000 lonely suicides.
Hello, L.A. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've slipped into something comfortable.
Hey there, Slick. So what'd you find out about money? All right, then. I'll have to call in some bounty hunters to help me find Muddy and a couple of other jumpers. Thanks for all your help. Oh, right. Sorry about that. Here you are. See you around, then. If you ever find yourself or a loved one locked up, please call.
Okay, can't do that. Can't do this, can't do this. All I have left is explosive beginning. So, as soon as I have Bertram Tunnel is back in sight, I am going to call it for this. I'm going to call a session for the day. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day. This is Naysmith, signing out.